Well, Asaba, my mention will be an diamond chair, so I say, Nana Kobo, and run already in the birthday. Nana Kobo, happy belated one to your wife at 40. Nana, Usho Pensho, na, presenting to the latest Range Rover, or the my wifey at 40. Wifey, Ukunu do, until Nana Kobo, good morning. Back to the Ahafo pledge, intimacy, MRF. Me now do the answer me Rapti me Alex Badwam me Alice Kopi me Achenso Hema Papa bi me Educhumwa Musa Papa bi na o the foundation hosa me Yakubu Chipsa Papa bi me Shebo said the ya for shisha bi and made so ba bi etima kokama edi ama me wo wie sa abortion we kire say definitely there obedi Ghana shisha so na. Be a proud Ahafonian and be a proud Ghanaian. Very, very important. A proud Ahafonian and a proud Ghanaian. Na bibi ntimi kwa kama enfama. Before that say, menka o say, oba Bernard NMPSA okasama NDC amanyuko no watna se sanso na a potential national organizer for the ruling New Patriotic Party. Daniel Ni Kwatai Titus Glover and so Atnasi. And for Mamuna Akwaba na Masa Adom was say Majibra. Oda enim bibi aboko ada ukuta book na mo green book no
na beda na makwaja.
You still believe in the green book?
Nema ekoso amemo no prepring. Ama book near so relevant.
Most will be to be cross. You still believe in the green book?
Omanhene. Wonye aguntabu ni wa. Se oje aguntabu ni. Nti so de adwuma ma abang so nyema na odo sika nya ka homan so onye panye bi. Na wantimi emu nkunta na odo kogu baabi so kona ko chin baabi of our clouds and so akọwe. What is this? And this amemo de. Yeje nkuntabu di. Yeje pepper yedi. Nti o se mbibi ayeye no. Yede to nkrata so. Ochina bi nchirima ba no obefa. Oduzo o wampa. Adi wakane se hu no kwari ni adanse hu ni tete
okay
nti yende yekuta green book ruyi bible fi hono ma NDC green book no ya de a yenkonya ho
okay
kai yen amamu bi President Mahama be bui di no kwari bu hu konta kire Ghana.
I see ni kwatai Titus Glover
komo bebre ho nti me green book na nen
Gov't.
Ma who say from north to south to east to west. Oko atifi na wako atoye na wako apuye na wako mfini na wane musa all in your bid to become the next national organizer for the New Patriotic Party. Is that the case?
Gov't. I mean, chair was chauffeuring in the pay. And your hard working team at the background was success lies in the hands of this great team.
Exactly.
And your producer, Modi Jumai. For the past 1 month, me nyakwa emba show no so. Sana okane no kre. My chimpa, my call 14 out of the 16 regions.
Wow.
A total of 189 constituencies. From Techima North and South, Nkoranza North and South, Kintampo North and South, Sene East and West, Pru East and West, Atebuwa Manting, 11. Makor Northern region, from Pandai to Willensi to Bimbila to Yendi to Gushegu to Karaga to Nantong to Myong to Sabalugu, Kombungu, Tolong, Tamale North, Tamale Central, Tamale South, Sanarugu, Nawako Zabzugu, Tatale, and the Sabuba. 18. The relationship or the reason me say I want to identify myself and what challenges in these constituencies. Say nyame adom no de mamia na me kwa them say issues any problems so on sanitary. We can't sit in Accra here now I say break the 8. It is not mere sloganeering. It needs hard work, sacrifices, and a Juma commitment to do the work on the ground. It's a purely retail campaign, grassroots. And the Nyamiadum Akabi 2, Greater Accra, and Asante region. And in no time, I'll touch base.
Okay.
and to assure, because as a national organizer, there are 2-3 key functions that was we have. With due to this, you mobilize the numbers for the party. You mobilize numbers for the party. There also be also how you can train party officers and activists for project election 2024. Resource allocation, because we call maybe to say a Western region, a constituency like Memphis Central, I'm not a super. Me call me fra Kumasi, and I make the far Dunkwa on the fin, and Upper Dentra East, Dunkofin, and I'm call Upper Dentra West, Diaso. That's the northern part of the central region. And this is we are western north, so it should be beginning. We are also. We are Bia East, Bia West, Dwaboso, Bodi, Akontombra. No one be yet that so swamai. Now we are a wing. Now we run western region. From na me free swama that so ediko enchi. We share Koko Road a year or we sit in a crime people we are not telling us sorry. What was a green book? Wait. The among your grandma captured their shay. Muko share kwanya ye tra e was situ area ho. Na we dia bad touch on the thing. That dia so am I say wow akufado. And the wunyama we nyina e koso. E was see a kayasam. And the baby me do bia me for them trap. Then I share it with the public to let people know that the damn akufado buying any makuta onaba makwata eyo. So clearly we have a nice story to tell. Kasapa means na enkase enyama was one economy. Of course there are challenges, but the Dranko Kufado a kwembia offer ye dibe chichiro mino I'm a Ghana for a water ya buso aye yo and your green bookie na munye gra wuzu waye na the brother na do ye campaign your mama say o ticket no da you remember how much na so to say loflo only loflo debi anuma na your mama no alopata no wosoro na onam so na papa was waye kwai go for green book go wa obi ogami.
Yeah, but there's an interesting report, meaning how we also Uko grounds. I'm seeing the new Crusading guy reporting about the MPP internal elections, a free Yakutu, people winning. But Chronicle crowd they were breaking it down more with an interesting breakdown. I would say observations of an independent researcher on MPP internal elections, and he does the write up and brings a breakdown here. If I go to the table, it's specific to the Savannah region, and he says that pending the outcome of Yendi, Savlugu, and Nanton constituency. So the candidate is Dr. Uswe Efriakutu, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Alan Koduchemantin, Mr. Boache Jako. Number of positions for Dr. Uswe Efriakutu 64, Dr. Baumia 39, Alan Chemantin 30, Mr. Boache Jako 17. Total number of positions 150. 150. And then the percentage, if you look at the percentage, Dr. Uswe Efriakutu 42%, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 26%, Honorable Alan Chemantin 20%, Honorable Boache Jako 12%. This is specifically for the Savannah region. And I'm wondering why what we hear in the papers and what we read, no, is not what the people who are going to vote.
First of all, I was here about elections in our Koswan, from the polling station through coordinators, then to the constituencies. And be a nomination for the regional elections. I think and then the last year they picking form, no. That I think a day or two after, no, I was here submitted, then they go through vetting. So we need to commend the process where maybe you do CCN. Now, research, we need to know what has gone into the research. Who commissioned the research? You need to know who commissioned that research to be done. Now, I don't know the kind of people that they spoke to because we call Savannah region, it's 7 constituencies. You have Solatuna Kaba, Bole Bamboy, or Damango, or Daboya Makango, or Yape Kusugo, or Salaga North and Salaga South. 7 constituencies in these constituencies. Now we multiply each constituency executive 17 by 7, I'm 119. Regional executives have been 17. And would come remember 136
Okay, 136.
136.
Okay, so
delegates from Savannah region.
Okay.
Which is 7 constituencies executives and 17 of the
I think what they have done already was
and
Ebia Yako Tema East about to say Tema was what now Tema
no, East.
It be point to say we a title snipper. We
Mao background. First of all, we need to establish the number of delegates that are coming from the Savannah region.
For the region.
7
very,
constituencies.
very important.
7 constituencies. Multiply by 7 executives. Among 119. Then the regional executive after na year kotwaba no. The only 70 become 119 no. Among 136.
Okay.
So this is what is coming as delegates from Savannah region. Now, say ano yemfa ne say yin region in film. Ya two abanu fufuro e wo constituency no. So who and who no ne kasa. So the region actually why who
Mami Musa
manfan you never
Mami Musa say mo kotwaba na. Say wo
yeah.
Apart from say wo call for no lobbying.
Oh no, you
so
can
you
see.
know your people.
You know your people.
So you can decide.
You can decide say
okay, in this region I can get.
Oh yes.
That's possible.
Oh yeah, it's possible. Because you have teams, you are your coordinators or managing each constituency.
I think that is what they've done with this one.
Oh, okay.
So this is the Akoto people, this is the Baumia people. But I don't know
Eka. You can identify what to do. But the final result is when the ballot is cast.
It's not about your people, no.
But the main part is that Obia ewo do ojina na nemu ewo every constituency. Every region or coordinate at the amano.
But if you go by this, will you be surprised that in the Savannah region he's ahead?
It is too early.
It's too early.
I want to speak for myself.
It's too early. Because even with what you have seen, one Kasa Okokwan is too early to make conclusions.
I can speak for myself because the feedback that is coming
is good.
Juma Maya, because no national officer has visited these constituencies for the past 4 years. No national officer, one from the chairman right down. No national officer. I work 189 constituencies.
Are you?
I'm telling you. They tell me nobody has been here. Nobody has been here.
You trust their word?
Now say you are the only person who has come here to identify with us what really we are going through and how we can prosecute Agenda 2024.
See.
And the Owaye no obia e woni die e wom. But
I want to Mpensenpensemu
because we ye adwuma ma we ye adwuma we foforo sister is ye adwuma am PCA and obia woni die wom. So at the end of the day no ebia na ye bo afenya ebia na ye bo afenya United PCA
obi should be breaking obi
the coach no ye friend Fabio Capello ye training Monday to Friday na ofre camper ofre be say 20 players na ye bo 1 o'clock ye call lunch bar na ye camping place na ye afenya youth leadership udi afenya kroma there's a youth leadership first na commandos for na ono moda na walani justice na 1 to 15 na was 6 in the pant na dey go okita event is saying players needing event yaw by the man ye Italian coach Fabio Capello or say ejiwuza the bar bonenja why you train on the form just in the Fabio Badwam so why would him form say first 11 15 who can one obi in position obo just go and pick it
just go because
what you hoodie and the research ojini hoodie alajana and the blue that's the
An economist, Patrick Assuming, has questioned the purported effectiveness of the Akufo-Adjei administration's flagship programs like the planting for food and jobs amid the current increase in the cost of living in Ghana. Speaking on the big issue, on CTFM, Dr. Assuming said the government needed to confront the flaws in these programs. And I quote him, "We have to admit that the flagship programs that were supposed to address the issues with the currency and the issue with programs that were supposed to address the issues with over-dependence on imports and would have mitigated the impact of the current external programs haven't worked as they should have worked." Dr. Assuming singled out the lack of outcomes in the agriculture sector as an example. Ghana is currently contending with the highest inflation since 2009. The Ghana Statistical Service pegged inflation at 23.6% and said it was mainly driven by food, which accounts for 50% of inflation in the last month. Cereal products have gone up by 31.5%, while live animals and meat have gone up by 28.1%, despite policies like planting for food and jobs and rearing for food and jobs. When you have done this planting for food and jobs for 5 years and you are still exporting grains, you can't have one village, one dam for several years, and in one season, when the rainfall patterns shift a little, farmers are complaining, and we are seeing the effects, Dr. Sumin said. Okay, so I think a great minister Naya Kaswabono Savannah, and this is the issue also popping up. Mamin Shasi, PC, you know, how do we associate or disassociate with the Economist Asema okay? So times are tough. We should admit that MPP flagship programs, no, occur further to mention specific programs like planting for food and jobs, rearing for whatever. What's happening? What's your latest knowledge about that?
I know that. Now, my main fact so now, minchi arefo, and main fact was about the summer when they were Mpensenpensemu. Mo hejime di so. San komo ye nkomo a ye mu bi no wa ye kasa ma NDC no. Ye sha ase bo aban kokko e wo ho ache papa. Say enye slogan na wadi buman. Eto de bia na wa ma propaganda na ba form kakra. Na wa ye nia amanfo betimi ho esom edi ho adanse. Won say obi sa me bi fa green book here. And honorable titles global so name bi wo hokra na any green book dum. And so NDC for the shame. Okay, green book no ma bibia eni ho a ewo mu a be ka say eni ho as a brand na ye green book no name bi wo ho no ma na ye ongoing e bi wo ho no ma na efe na ya hye bi nso ase be pem say 2016 ba na ewie no answer president Mahama be fi akonwa so no na ye be ka say why ye mu over 90%. Ebi ewo mu no ne kofare bai any planting for food and jobs. I'm saying nyina nim say President Mahama enya facility bi fi Canada. Na eye sa abre no no vision na President Mahama wo fa yen agriculture ho. De bia me kan say one kan keka and den ka ode to obo ogro ni yire so abo nwom e ka obia ho asem kan wa ozo ware da enye no no wadi buman yebu man a wo de fi ba kwan san wakwa bi wo pese home agriculture e kosra na e wo kwan se wo de befa so President Mahama ye say ye nhwe se betima modernize agriculture e wo yengma mu ha yemra nia yedi de biaso ada President Mahama 2016 na yenye skebe fi kana asem kan kan no na edinga eda sika no so na epese de ne maple modernizing agriculture production in the local economy enti nanka ye behwe se ye de mfri juma mfri ahoro a yebetime de aye agri hunyuma beba sika no ye ntime unutilize it because of the election after election no na that about $360 million bi. I stand to be corrected. Me nya figure ni ekra na. It's around that figure. Nti enu anu men people by na no pese oye ne say one pending for from fan kan na enye say won so onjuma oba bedinin. Omanhene wonim ku ya. Ade di kan say ultimate focus on. Eye say ye betimi ya produce all year round. Irrigation ana meboa. Nti eno de enye rain fed nsu nto ansa enye nyame abebi. Total control e wo kwan abefa say abe water. It is half focus on our President Mahama. Now, Jumba say that Bresso, the Sika share about 22 million Ghana cedis share rice production. Me boy ma reduce rice importation. Just not Ghana ye ben babia ye bit maka say ye self-sufficient in terms of say ye be produce near ye be di near timiaton and ye na ye no be kan keke no. Because what kind ye be bisa on say mo be fiase den. Nia yenim se na program ne cover cereals obeka ya 5 the bro no mo ne atoko no mo ne ade and so sabre no nyam popon ya Adom nsu toy nti brode buy yet is ye nuanom di to ho so planting for food and job na ma brode ebu to the sense agric minister ebe kan kra se brode dru be 5 cities wana yere kra be kan zasem de nya no kware we misa nansa enti enya ne wode wan am ka keke no
ne yere be kan
oh na se ne yere be kan se obare na consult nansa what you say enti mame mo ma se what you say enti President Mahama adaisra yede ko je iska no se nka ye nuanom MPP for tria so pepepa anka Omanhene ne prempren yete ha aduan bo akosoro amana affecting him bebre. One, under President Mahama, we see irrigation projects. Mekan waha nobeko kaneango aponapon mosiaso ademra kokroko dade kope na akurobi. Sa project si wo ha e dia dance as President Mahama vision and all was betimi aye agri production mana kosoro no ehonen enu echi no ne ye wo irrigation project bo hono ma na ehia se ye se be renovate wo beka ya ebi wo dowenya ebi wo akomadan ebi wo sande makori ebi wo tanoso ochireko eti na yesi kwan a ye pese ye ma yen agri production no yetimi pagya omukudi se enye se ne anka nsu anto a ye ho bekire ye nnuanu ba won sa beka sika no enne no menim de bania ebinom keka ne se sika no nsese de behwe na ye de ahwe se agri production betimi akonanim no eye kasa ekoye kasa keke se sika no wotimi de koye adwuma no so ngan mentimi nkasa ne amatete ne ye no kware se no kra na ama ebinom pese wo run for flag bearership because ebi ana won ko tukuma edo nobody knows it but me nye ni papa na me ke what I say me nya jedi papa se no na ma binuma hoden a wo hwe wo survey ya de betu abon tin ya agric minister who are ready kan then mu what has contributed to ne sa successes no because like wo hwe this kind of ball man ho bra o man baby I wo prempren ni a ededi no I expose Ghana say ye de nga no keke ena do kuya na meke waje atompa under President Mahama cocoa production and sa ye kono 2017 cocoa season yet me produce over 968,000 metric tons cocoa production enya keke o because abang no was happening who say cocoa necessary the fertilizer esu akwafo asen nti odema won kwa free mo fanya ne ntumpon ye nuanu me ba so da bi ade no kra no ye de ma mo free no kra wo san yawo akwafo no ka ho mo wi akoton di nti ye beton ama enne kona ko hwese ukọ cocoa sector na ye nganim ko part den honorable last time in initial program so last year cocoa production trial 1 million ton am say sa wa ko hwe na ko mu de because President Akufo-Addo announce FOB price cocoa price no earlier into instead say kwafo de cocoa no kokoton what is here won anfa nko what change new price into do next year in 2020 2021 no anko and what they buy 2021 2022 I think 2020 2021 and a man course into enya real and say we dey BSc wa bo anu ya na we dey akobum because input say ko into sa sector no aban yin hwe anfa nko Omanhene edikan nia baby I bedu prempren so be bet makaso na ne ochren ye be fimu a aran bisa say dan ne de ba be fi so how yim enya keke won fo ngano na eka am guess what you say
it's a hopeless society for now
I cannot say that
a helpless one
maybe because anka wadua ba for example with the banchi a chef efifi so when it does say be bo
but be any ho
won fa bibi a chef here
gender so be any
unless they convince me further say then pa na ya ye then the da kwan mu ya ko dum so it was a challenge that me boa but near when it does say car power ship ni bidua ye benya enough generation sa Meriba ye benya enough generation so what I say say G be eba on board it ni enim say there are other exactly so absolutely it is a near money nya bape ye be fim na mprempre wo kwa agric sector then wo dia totu akwan
planting for food and
sika nasa because if you say 2017 na me boa how many years ni
mfie nu
it then ye dua na mfie asen so ye brode e de abosoma hene ebo Kwedu edem abosoma he na bebo. Ebro ede abosoma he na enyin. Eya ne ede nga no keke ne kan. Sabi ye yang mrechi nkwa mpo a.
Okay.
Nsa wo sa sector obegwa. Ye yang mrechi nkwa a. Ete nka Ghana sabri ye nyama na mroso ye. Mrechi kra short nyamo kra ye bi nka ye nya bi. What I say? Enti sika no ya hyew no ye di atwa nga num kwa. Aya ban you and the president Gov't. But on Debbie Amekasa Ben, or your spoiled child, or behave with a spoiled child. Abofra bi a wodi sika puna fini mo frase. Into kodu secondary school no watch the kakabia so koje busa on Adam for no didi. Into that bi obe school baba na ke da na chi no eso. Onim se papa ma me 5 cities na me need 2 cities na me 3 cities. Emfancy. Anya ye mpo no e bia metimi atwen na ochena bi me ho kire mama ye. Debi woni enne bafa. Ye die diniaka. Bia obi no kan asem say President Mahama President Osusu say na ntwi no e bia na ye twene nufusu no dodo. But under President Gov't, and the ntwi no kura wayira. Ti enyampo ne ya twene funu ma na broso. Dompe na President Mahama kasi ya we na manaka do be no be fa ya yam kura ho na no ma wi aka ho. Enti bia ya wo prempren anya kasa keke o. Omanhene amamu anya kasa. Woko Dubai no mo na ade a wo tumpon no wo de bibi to na wo ye bibi ene propel want to be a wo prempren yi. Na yet wona kasa na na kasa keke. Abanga prempren ni odwen ho e breaking the 8. Omanhene da bia meka wa say sebe o. Se wo kotu obi na osum free muruburu free wona mburuburu. Na aburuburu ni sin ko ho na opam ni se wo kɔ na misum free ni wi a na obi hu a na se nipa no sebe asem ka mo fanchem ya ka jimofo a wode ne ka ho enyi dan bisa wa sa ko fa toy watch bo fatao what dress pa na mo breso so bisa say abo ahia
aboso
that is where you be found wanting
toy
exactly so
do no
na wasro na afo se weni na eje enti ye kasai ne aban ne ye no efe na aba eso no ye retwa wo ye bibia anka nye ni
aban ne dadai
wa dada ya ngama na broso
ogusu
ye fi ase bo ga no nkrofi wo ye nkontompofo nkrofi wo ye nkontompofo so ya ye adwuma passing obia
na alternative ne hwan
alternative mo so me bobo na President Mahama ye wa
alternative the NDC
yes sir exactly so me bobo na President Mahama ye and I just said owo vision na wo abanga ono no sabi wa dinis na broso sika nyina awie ye beba ho na me mfa ntwom ansa wa di na broso sika nyina awie enti wa targeting chiri mesika daachi sika no ye japa ye japoni na because what you say oh ye japoni onye japa because who target mo from enchirima kokofu na ba ho eno ana wa breso tieni ye pa o na wo twa nka wo te no kakra na wo di siesie busuafi na wo di bihwe mo from wo school edo ba panyin so a nyame ma ne masa menyim se na wo ti wo mare nyesa but asem kan na wo ba panyin so kokko mo ma yemfa nkosi awa ne enkoje ne emfi asem fantwen anum
sa na ekoso
sa pepepe na ekoso no tu no ho me na me dey bai hwe ne me ekoso ma hene enti se eyem paibo de ayanyere yem paibo
se eyem
paibo betima save Ghana obi amfi ase nya komche
yenkoso ni kwate
ko me da
se nkoyi
me da se pa
the future looks scary
na twi oyota na twi
hey wadon
na twi de enye oyiwadon na ediso so na twi na so obra so wawie kan o to bo ase
ohun se baby me kuma kodu no ntimi nya akoma no only in daleshin
minda boshiwa
o kase nyina na me twetwere why any propaganda oh please what the kind of kasano who say agric minister yiri grass ni kunu twadro oh please who say agric minister yiri say ni kunu twadro oh don't come please don't come in bibi how atwere ni yenko yidim because me call Parliament 2013 and I was a deputy ranking member for the Committee of Trade, Industry and Tourism. We knew the performance of the agri sector and the manufacturing sector under NDC, Mills, and Mahama, my good friend, the former president. We knew your performance. And remember,
just had a
oh, Oh, please. Please. All like on your jekbo. Couldn't more for debate. We knew the performance of the NDC when it comes to Greek.
Negative growth in America.
Please.
There was nothing on
no
quantity.
Already. Please, I'm talking. Don't take my time. Please.
Negative growth.
Negative.
Listen, Greek, we knew your performance in this country. So don't come and sit on a high horse. Now your former show. Yes, no. Yes, I'm saying it. I said their performance in a Greek is clear. And you're trying to what can we intro on the discussion? You mentioned 3 things: exporting of grains, poor rainfall pattern. One gawa.
I have given an answer to that.
He gave you an answer to that.
Exactly.
Fantastic. You
are not making the debate.
Sorry.
Yes, I know. You may mention 2 important things, even when you are even doing irrigation. Irrigation, yes, it is an irrigation. I know in so near tono, ye pep buffer be a piquan and so by Baswano. I made a agriculture. So if the rain is not falling, what do we do? You can conjure. You cannot conjure. There's a problem I've identified, and the whom agriculture minister because during the early days of the planting for food and jobs, grains, any serious, and they even exported. Okay, I see exporting of grains, Nigeria, Burkina, any Mali. Yes, you're in Yadoko, and they affected for the poultry farm. So we need to put a stop.
That is what it is.
Absolutely. Yema poultry farmers and more for them to go and store in their warehouses. They be to make use to prepare the feed. The first year pest candy and just a baby borders. Na Nigeria for the Burkina for turning the kwa. So in the fact say in so shada and top papa. And you are able to free export it affected us. And it just a mine on your BBA. But there are issues. I work from policies or the good form. Are we in food crisis? Are we in food crisis?
No.
And now we let us not paint the picture as if Ghana is in a situation that we're even behaving like we have a famine in this country. So you be and there do be in a nation, there are few issues and challenges that comes up. But so long as you provide solutions, we move on. And say, and now we are not in farming. So long as work is you can go and buy plantain, you can go and buy cassava, you can go and buy ingredients, and go and prepare any kind of food you want to prepare.
At a higher price.
Oh, please. So long as you you can provide and do something. We call farming communities, regions, you are buying HC warehouses. I do be producing your baby, they go crown, na yasam. Now you have some where to store all these farm produce. Now you have some. And the honorable, how I come say, we have built warehouses.
You say warehouse about.
Yes, we have built warehouses. In your time, you don't build any one single warehouse.
Yeah, warehouses were built.
It's all over the place.
So that one.
Me too, come call the countries.
I think
I
the
see
last
them.
one was at a Jura or.
We have built them. There was one former NDC, former MP. He's an agriculturalist. A former. He benefited from this planting of food and jobs. He even had problem with his party. Why he went to benefit from the large farm, maize farmer.
That he has benefited from.
Absolutely. It is not about politics. It is about nation building. So we end this in now we are because at the end of the day, when you produce food, you are not going to do politics with the food.
It cuts across.
You give everybody. So we cannot sit here. Yeah, can't say planting for food and job has been a disaster. No, we have seen the benefits of it. And then, don't fete. Mia makunta. Why? Look at the tomato factory. Supported by Exim Bank. Ah, you see. They be able to crack tomatoes. They free Italy. They be able. Na ya catching in feature e we don fete na say you the agro the outgrowers wo ho aye more asase so mundo tomatoes no mu wi a there's ready market for you have good price we dey make kwafo no sika go botom me te say dua tax e was asase no so and the take na twin so pa and the minister for agric any minister for lands and forests in kasa niema sa wona mu dua tax onko echire kakra they will leave some conserved land for ediama outgrowers so that they can feed on this factory. This is a government and the president who has a vision, import substitution driven government. We call Savannah region 1D1 almost about over 102 factories has been built. Ebi see that me will be Savannah rice factory. Me would go. Me do don't fete. Buro attachment the breakum. One is there. Takwa, the same and the Exit Bank, rubber factory. You see be a wall. We call Kachi. Me we fi Krono Oti region. Yeah by your factory. On the chips. The only chips. Yeah. One is there. That is how a government you diversify, so that you can be able to conserve foreign exchange in this country. And to be try and kase.
There are no challenges.
There are no challenges. There are challenges. But as a buying and the government, policy would be but going forward, I think say grain assembly make an exportation of grains. Minister for Agriculture, they should put a stop on the export of our grains because the poultry farmers are crying and the amount of feeding of a bit expensive. Absolutely. There's a ban now. That's good. That's a good initiative. So that all the production of event is saying Boris B is doing fantastically well. Fantastically well to make sure say we consume whatever we grow in this country.
Okay,
and so don't paint picture. And this is what Musuban Bonina. You always want to paint this negative. You always want to create impression. Say Ghana say. Please, this propaganda must stop.
Alex to force say, please, Omanhene, tell any PSA that it is due to the economic situation in the country that has made the price of everything gone up, including agricultural products. Here in Germany, prices has risen, including agri products.
Kamole.
Does it mean that the government is not doing well? Hamburg, Germany, I said.
Okay.
So let's rest here. Yeah,